Hello everyone, this is part 17 of What If Naruto Fell in Love with Hinata in High School, and I hope you guys enjoy this video and to like, to subscribe, to share, and check out the playlist, to see more comment down below. Now let's start the intro.
They call me a god. They call me a god. They call me a god.
Join my membership, the perks are great. It's in the description. Be sure to like and subscribe, it gives me more motivation. Enjoy. Temari lay face down on her towel, with her top unstrapped. Shikamaru was rubbing sunblock on her back. Thank you. She stayed quiet and continued rubbing it over her back, his face red. Sakura had gone into the water to cool off, when Hanabi swam up to her. "What you doing?" she asked with a big smile on her face. "Just swimming." "Why?" Sakura asked. "No reason." "Hey, I got a question." She swam in front of Sakura. "What do you think would happen if I tell Hinata that you like Naruto?" "What?" Sakura yelled, getting everyone's in the water's attention. "Sorry. I saw a jellyfish." She pointed underwater, then glared at Hanabi, who had an evil grin on her face. "How did you find out?" "You just told me." She laughed. "I was just asking and you filled in the blanks." Sakura slapped her forehead. "A kid outsmarted me. Yeah, I have a crush on Naruto, so what? You do too." "Yeah, but I'm a kid. If you act like I do, then it will be a different story." Hanabi crossed her arms. "I think you know where I'm going with this. What do you want?" Sakura walked back to shore with Hanabi and collapsed on her towel. "Oh, it's extremely easy." She kneeled down next to her. "You just have to go up to Naruto when he's alone." She leaned closer to Sakura, and tell him that you like him." "Hell no," Sakura said, red-faced. "Why the hell would I do that?" "'Cause if you don't, I'll tell him myself, or Hinata." Sakura turned pale. "You wouldn't actually do that, would you?" She forced a laugh. Hanabi got up and dusted the sand off her knees. "Where you going?" Sakura gulped. "To find Hinata." She squinted her eyes and looked around the beach for Hinata. "There she is, she just went into the water." "Hinata." She waved to her sister. "No." Sakura grabbed her hand and pulled her down. "What the hell is wrong with you?" She hissed at her. "I can't tell any of them that. They're my friends, and our friendship would be ruined. But I'm bored." Hanabi pouted. "If I see other people suffering, then at least that would be entertaining." "What is wrong with this girl?" Sakura thought as she released her grip on Hanabi. It'd Hinata by threatening to tell Naruto all the dirty dreams that she was having. Like the one where Naruto had walked in on her in the bathroom and then they began kissing and Naruto, then things started to get adult rated. Hanabi laughed. Or when she was Naruto's slave and did his every command. Never mind her. What's going on in Hinata's mind? Sakura shook the thoughts away. "Listen, don't tell them anything or make me say it." "Why? What do I get out of this?" Hanabi asked, getting back up. "You better say something quick." Sakura thought quickly and said the only thing she could think of. "A chance to kiss Naruto," she said. Hanabi was quiet for a second and sat back down. "Go on." She crossed her legs. Sakura sighed. She had gotten herself out of that situation. "All right. Crap. What the hell did I just say? How the crap am I supposed to make that happen?" Well." She looked around the beach. It's a surprise." She clapped her hands. "You know it when it happens, all you have to do is play along with it." Hanabi glared Sakura before getting up. She turned to the water and said, "I'm trusting you," almost threateningly, and joined her sister and Naruto in the water. Sakura looked out over the others as a gentle breeze brushed her face. "How am I supposed to make that happen?" She laughed. Half an hour later, Naruto had gotten out of the water and sat down next to Sakura in the shade of the cliff. He took out a water bottle from the cooler and drank it. Sakura eyed Naruto's body, admiring it. She forced herself to look away. "How's the day been so far?" she asked, not making eye contact. "It's been incredible," he said, yawning. "I'm a little tired though." He scratched his hair and lay on his back. "What about you?" "Pretty fun, except for Hanabi." She groaned and made Naruto laugh. "She's like a little demon." "Hey Hinata, remember when I asked you who was that guy you like?" He sat back up. "You never answered." Sakura blushed like crazy but did not turn her head. "I told you I don't like anyone. We're gonna go through the same thing again, aren't we?" Naruto chuckled. He got up and sat in front of her. Tell me, I promise I won't him or anyone else. He begged. It's you, stupid. She brought her knees to her face and hid her face. Don't worry about it. She felt her face heat up. Why don't you worry about Hanabi instead? What do you mean? She has a little bit of a crush on you, in case you haven't noticed. Sakura said. Oh, yeah, I knew. She's just a kid though. He laughed. She'll probably like anyone she spends time with. He sat back next to Sakura, who still had her face buried in her knees. Why did you bring that up? No reason. She got up and stretched. I'm going swimming. See you later. Sasuke came out of the bathroom. Ino was waiting right outside for him. Great. She's like Sakura, only worse. I tell her I don't like her, but all she only hears what she wants to. Sasuke dragged his feet back to the beach with Ino clinging to his arm. Isn't today wonderful, Sasuke? She blushed. The sun, the sea, the sky, friends, what more could you ask for? For you to go away. Sasuke said under his breath. Ino let go of his arm and stopped in her tracks. Sasuke turned around and looked at her. What? Quote, for me. A tear formed in her eyes. You want me? She wiped away the tear and embraced Sasuke. Of course I'll be yours. She said and kissed him a quick kiss on the lips. What? Sasuke's eyes shot open. I don't like you. He tried pushing her away, but she had grip on him and refused to let go. I like you too. Ino kissed him again. What the hell is wrong with you? Get it through your head. Hinata dragged her feet out of the water and walked over to the shade where Naruto was and lied down next to him. Hinata sat upright. Is something wrong? No, nothing at all. He said. Man, they look great. Wait, I'm not becoming a pervert like Gramps, am I? Hinata leaned on Naruto. Today's been fun, hanging out with all your friends, right? Naruto wrapped his arm around her waist, brought her closer and kissed her forehead, making her blush. Yeah, we should sew something like this over the summer. Before Hinata could reply, Ino came from behind them and grabbed both their hands. Come on, racing time. She dragged them to the shore where an annoyed Sasuke and Shikamaru were waiting. Sitting next to Hanabi on the sand looking mad. A race? Hinata asked. Yeah, our boyfriends go up against each other. Yeah, me and Sasuke are going out now. Ino squealed. Sakura walked up to Naruto and Hinata. They're being forced into the race. They're not too happy about it. Naruto laughed and walked up to them. Let's make a bet. Whoever comes in last has to carry all the bags back to the van. Fine, Sasuke said and got ready. When I say go, you all have to swim out to that boy over there, touch that and swim back. Hanabi said. The three nodded their heads and got ready. Go. Hanabi raised her hands and the three jumped to the water, Naruto taking the lead. Come on, Shikamaru. Temari shouted. Win and I'll let you feel me up. Sakura and Hinata gave her a weird look. Is that something you should be shouting out? Sakura asked. Of course, it'll encourage him. She pointed towards them. See, he took the lead. She laughed. Ino was biting her lip. Come on, Sasuke. You can beat those other losers. Hey, Naruto is not a loser. Hinata, Sakura, and Hanabi growled and they all looked at each other. Pissed Sakura. Hanabi motioned her to come closer. When is the plan coming up? It's not the time yet. Maybe after the race. Look, they all racing back. Sakura pointed out. Shikamaru had taken the lead with Naruto coming in second and Sasuke close behind. I'm gonna win this, Naruto thought as he put all his energy into swimming and passed Shikamaru. Damn, I'm not gonna lose to Naruto again. Sasuke sped up and passed Shikamaru as well. I can't lose. Wait, why do I even care? I don't wanna carry all that stuff. He swam faster. Now they were all N and N. Almost there, Naruto thought, then he felt a pain in his right leg. Cramp. He grunted and went underwater. Trying to let our guard down, Sasuke said and raced to the finish and got on land with his arm raised in victory. Shikamaru came in second and Temari ran over to him. Well, you didn't win, but you didn't lose either. She gave him a kiss on the cheek, making him blush. Where's Naruto? Hinata asked, looking over the water. He pretended to have a cramp. Sasuke looked for him. Race is over. Come on out. There was no answer. Naruto, it's not funny. Race is done. You have to carry everything. Shikamaru shouted. Someone go out and help him. Hinata yelled, worried. Shikamaru and Sasuke dived into the water to find him. They dove underwater and came back up a lot until they finally got him and carried back to shore. Naruto. Hinata bent down and slapped his cheek slightly to try to wake him up. Get the lifeguard. There is none. Choji shouted. What kind of a beach is this? Hanabi cried, as the others frantically thought about what to do. Stand aside. Sakura pushed Hinata aside. I know CPR. She put her hands over Naruto's chest and pushed down. Everyone watched, holding their breath. Come on, she whispered to herself. She stopped pushing and took a breath. Is she gonna kiss him? Hanabi thought. Forget me kissing him, drama is about to happen. Hanabi licked her lips and looked at her sister whose face had gone pale. Sakura bent over Naruto's head and brought her lips to his and breathed into his mouth. Kissing him. No focus. She lifted her head and pushed on his chest once more. Breathe already. A sweet drop rolled down the side of her seat. Hinata watched over Sakura's shoulder. She felt a jolt of anger when Sakura breathed into Naruto's mouth once again. No, she's just helping, she told herself. Sakura put her lips on Naruto's once more and breathed air into it. Sakura secretly enjoying it. She pushed on his chest one last time and Naruto began coughing out water and gasped for air. Thank God. Hinata pushed Sakura aside and hugged Naruto. I was worried. Naruto coughed up more water. Sakura wiped away the sweat from her forehead, as everyone crowded around Naruto. Sorry for not believing you, man. Sasuke apologized and turned away. I thought you were trying to trick us. Naruto caught his breath and looked around him at his friends. I'll get you for that, Sasuke, he said in a playful but threatening manner. Hinata let go of Naruto and walked over to Sakura. Thanks for saving him, Sakura. She hugged her. If you hadn't come here, he might have. It's all right, Hinata. She hugged her back. What do you say we go home now? She let go and Hinata nodded. You enjoyed that, didn't you? Hanabi asked Sakura. I bet you did. Sakura cheeks turned pink. I'm not even gonna bother to answer that. You already did. Hanabi laughed. You can forget about me kissing Naruto. I got a feeling things will get more interesting from here on out, and if Naruto were to kiss me. She blushed. I want it to be because he really likes me. Good luck with that. Sakura said. He only sees you as a kid. Everything in due time. She grinned and joined the rest of the group. They all packed their bags and trudged into the van and collapsed into their seat. In the front row, Hanabi got the window seat with Naruto sitting next to her and Hinata next to him, with Sakura sitting next to her. Behind them sat Temari at the window seat with Shikamaru next to her and Sasuke and Ino next to by himself. Choji sat in the last row by himself, glaring at the back of Sasuke's head. The driver dropped Temari off at her house first. This was fun. Hope we can hang out again sometime. She winked at Shikamaru and kissed his cheek, making him stutter. She giggled and jumped out the van. Ino giggled and pointed at him. Look at you blush, which only made him blush more. The rest of the trip home was fairly quiet. Everyone had fallen asleep and was resting. Hanabi used this chance to unbuckle her seatbelt and lie on Naruto's lap. This feels nice. Hanabi woke up in her room. She rubbed her eyes and looked around. How did I end up here? She yawned and jumped out of her bed. She headed to her sister's room and opened her door. Hinata. Hinata looked away from her book. Hey Hanabi. You're finally up. It's almost 9 o'clock. How did I get here? She sat next to Hinata. Naruto carried you up here. He stayed for a while and then left. Or, he did that for me. Hanabi sounded happy. Don't read too much into it. Hinata sounded annoyed. When's the next time we're hanging out? She asked enthusiastically. Monday. I need to help him study for finals next week. He totally forgot about them and isn't prepared for them. Hinata returned to her book. I'll be sure to help out too. She jumped off and ran out. Sure you are. Hinata put the book down. Sakura seemed as if she almost enjoyed kissing Naruto. That can't be the case, right? She was just saving him. Why can't I get that image out of my mind though? I'm just reading too much into it. I just don't get it. Naruto scratched his hair furiously, trying to make sense of the math problem in front of him. I'm supposed to carry the X over to this side of the problem, right? No, Naruto. Hinata explained. First you're supposed to solve for Y and Z so you can figure out the numbers to use to solve for X. Naruto's face had gone completely blank. I got no idea what you just said. He dropped his pencil on the desk. Hinata sighed and stood up from her desk. It's okay. Let's just go downstairs and take a break. We've been studying since we got here. Yeah. Naruto jumped up and ran to the door. Got any ice cream? We can go enjoy it in the garden. Sure. Hinata smiled. They walked down to the kitchen and got chocolate chip ice cream and walked out back to the garden. They sat down on a bench and looked over the hundreds if not thousands different flowers, growing. Tulips, lilies, roses, daisies and a lot others Naruto did not even know the names of all looked so beautiful. Hey Hinata, Naruto turned his head to her, you remember on our first date to the amusement park? How I said how about we go to one of your islands over the summer? Yeah. Well since now we have a few people that know you're rich and you trust them and all, how about we go? We'll have a blast, just like on Saturday. Well, sure, why not? Hinata smiled and ate her ice cream. When we get back inside let's study something different. I know math isn't your strong point. They both laughed and finished up their ice cream. When they went back to Hinata's room they saw Hanabi sitting on her bed. Hi Naruto, she bounced up and down on the bed. How long have you been here? Hi Hanabi, about 2 hours I think. Naruto braced himself as he knew Hanabi would tackle him to the floor as her way of saying hello. Let's go take a walk in town. She skipped over to her sister surprising him. Hanabi, I told you that I have to help Naruto study for our finals next week. Hinata pushed her sister out the room. Well studying is boring, we should go out shopping or. Sorry Hanabi but I really do have to study. Naruto scratched the back of his head. Hanabi blushed and nodded, sorry about that. Studying is more important to you right now. She quietly left the room. Naruto laughed, it's kind of cute that she has a crush on me. Yeah, but it gets annoying. Sometimes she acts like she's plotting to steal you from me. Hinata sat down at the desk. That's ridiculous. Naruto sat back down, no one could ever do that. Not Area, or Hanabi or anyone else. What about Sakura? Hinata asked raising an eyebrow. Where did she come from? Naruto asked confused. Well, when you drowned, and she gave you CPR. Oh, I get it you got jealous. Naruto laughed. Jealous? Hinata blushed. No, TT that's not it. She looked down at her sides. It is. Naruto poked her sides. That's so adorable. Hinata laughed as Naruto tickled her. Saint stop it. She tried to breathe. Naruto ignored her and continued tickling her, and made her fall out her chair. Hinata gasped for air as Naruto followed her down sat on top of her, and tickled her ribs. She kicked her feet all around trying to kick Naruto off of her. PP Naru. She couldn't even finish saying a word. Hinata you want some? Hanabi walked in on him, never mind. A smile formed on her face. Hanabi. Naruto and Hinata said at the same time as they sat up. It's not what it looks like. Hanabi said as she climbed back up to her seat. Well what was it? 'Cause to me it looked like you two were making out and he was feeling you up. Hanabi shook her head. And I thought you said you were gonna study. I'm disappointed in you. She shrugged her shoulders and leaned on the doorway. I think that I should be going now. Naruto laughed forcibly, we can just study at school tomorrow. He grabbed his stuff off the desk and kissed her goodbye. He winked at her as he walked out. Hanabi sat down next to Hinata and whistled, so you let him feel you up. What would have happened if I didn't interrupt? Oh, why did you come back in? Hinata asked so she would avoid answering her question. I was gonna ask if you wanted to come to a party Dad's having at his job tonight. I said that I didn't want to go 'cause I have better stuff to do. He wants you to call him and tell him. What do you mean better stuff? Hey I don't ask you stuff like that. Hanabi sounded offended. You do, and if I don't say anything you go ahead and read my diary. Hinata snarled. Oh yeah, well bye. Hanabi ran out. Naruto and Hinata sat in the library during lunch. Shikamaru and Choji were getting lunch from the cafeteria. Okay I think I get it now. Naruto wrote on the paper, the answer is 253, right? He sounded almost scared. Yeah, that's pretty much all you need to know for the math final. Hinata said. Next we should focus on English. All you have to do is read these two stories, it's pretty easy. I think that's all I need to know. Kakashi's is pretty easy, so is Kurenai's. We have the answer to Guy's test. He put his books in his bag. Yup, I think I'm ready. Ready for what? Sakura asked, sitting down next to Hinata. How come no one is on the roof today? Sasuke and I went up there looking for you. Hinata was helping me study for the math final. Naruto placed his notebook in his bag. Oh, how's it going? Sakura said. Well, I think he will get a passing grade. Hinata smiled at Naruto. Let's go eat, Naruto. I made some lunch for us. Yeah. Naruto stood up and grabbed Hinata's bag. I'll carry your stuff. He walked out the library with the girls. What do you say we eat lunch under the trees in front? He offered. That sounds good. Hinata said. Well, three's a crowd, so I'll just go talk with Ino. Bye. She waved goodbye to them and walked off in the direction of the cafeteria. Why do I want Naruto? Why do I want to take him from Hinata? If I want to go out with him, I'm just gonna have to wait until those two break up. She sighed. You could just break him up. A voice said from behind her. What? She spun around to see who it was. She saw a kid with short shaggy black hair. Who are you? I'm Hayato, and yes, I can read your mind. Hayato said. Didn't Hinata mention this guy before? Wait, you can read my mind. Sakura crossed her arms. What was I just thinking? Didn't Hinata mention this guy before? He grinned as Sakura had her mouth gaping open. It's just magic. See, I study it as a hobby. The girls in the magic club are my friends. Maybe you know them: Hita, Osa, Win, and Eria. What do you want? Sakura was getting annoyed. Look, it's obvious that you like that punk Naruto. He growled his name. And I want Hinata, so we can just team up with Eria and break him up. Are you serious? Sakura raised an eyebrow. This is like something out of a bad manga. Think about it for a while. He walked away with his hands in his pockets, then stopped. Here is my number. He took his hand out of his pocket and gave her a card. Let me know if you're interested. He walked off. Sakura stared at it. It's like he's a businessman. She put the card in her pocket and walked onto the cafeteria. Eria stood on the edge of the roof looking over the school. The blazing sun beat down on her head. She let out a sigh and turned around to go back downstairs. You're not turning emo, are you? Hayato asked when he noticed her uniform was all black. It doesn't suit you. Where have you been? She asked. I haven't seen or heard from you in a week. What happened to your face, and your hair? She pointed out the small bruises on his face. Huh. He spread his fingers through his hair. Oh yeah. I dyed it. You like it? He pointed at his face. As for this, I was in a fight. I lost, but rematch is gonna be different. He chuckled. Now I got something you want to hear. He sat down and tapped the area next to him. Sit. Eria sat down, eager to hear what he was about to say. I found someone else who likes that Naruto kid. The pink-haired girl. Now listen, how many times have you changed your mind about breaking him up? 25. I'm going through with my plan cause I still like Hinata. Really? I'm breaking him up for me. If you want you can try asking him out again, but you'll still have compassion. He said. I don't know. Eria said. Whatever, I'm still going through with my plan. He stood up. I gotta get back to class. I'm just supposed to be in the bathroom. Teacher will be if I take any longer. See ya later. Eria sighed and followed him downstairs. She was beginning to feel guilty already. That will be all for this video. Be sure to like, subscribe, share, and comment down below for more videos. Goodbye.